Yes, sir. It's Sunday night, so you know what that means. Speculation arises. Welcome to the Garage Apartment. Sports and entertainment with your favorite partners. I am the Funky Militant, Adara Jones. And of course, as always, we got the tribe in here. I promise they here. They didn't leave any proof, but they here.
No, normally you say, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, no, I say that after y'all let everybody know that you're here.
Fake
And then I be
where's
like,
the yay?
Where's
the volume?
Man, it felt forced, so it didn't come out.
maybe that's what it is.
Forced,
Maybe
man.
y'all do y'all's timing expecting the yay, and when the yay didn't come, it just threw everybody else off.
Now we know.
So go ahead, let them know who you are, man.
Got that boy Mom Mizzle up in here.
D-Mac back and better than ever.
And senior rugby correspondent of mine.
Yes, indeed. And we are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check out our website, thegarageapt.com. Got some good stuff on there. Got some amazing articles. Got some previous shows. You can hear our auto recordings, pictures, events, future events, things of that nature. You know, it's an actual website.
Beautiful.
We out here legal.
Absolutely. Letting y'all know what we doing. We out here doing it for you, giving you a different perspective from your favorite partners. So, fellas, how was your week, man?
It was intense. It was
intense.
you know. Still counting down the days and weeks.
The days, the weeks. Well, you only got a few left now, brother. There's only a few left. In fact, what, 5? Is it 5?
Hey, count down
Come
like that.
on,
Somebody's
man.
already counting down there.
Come on.
Well, you know, we've been counting down for other reasons.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, that's your,
That
well,
lets you
yeah.
know it's over.
That does kind of let you know you at the end. You at the finish line, you make it to Memorial Day. After Memorial Day, don't too much matter at all.
Memorial Day, the kids is gone. I'm happy about that.
Aren't y'all off for Good Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ain't letting us know
And then-
we ain't
That's
at the
better
end.
than what I got.
And then there's
I was gonna say it's better than if you ain't off.
We ain't at the end
If
at
I
Good
want to
Friday.
take off,
though.
I'm going to have to
and
use
then
vacation
there's a
time.
great Saturday after Good Friday.
Yeah, I guess so. Look, that's a conversation. That's a horse of another color, brother. We'll have to do that
You
another
mean Hitler's
time.
birthday?
Is
Wow.
he?
What a way to get in touch with him.
So, man, we got some big stories today.
Man.
For those of you don't know,
Another blog may
Tiger
come out of this.
Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods
Yeah, another blog may come out of this one.
is a major winner
Tiger Woods.
once again.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger won his first major
Tiger
championship in, what is it, 11 years?
11 years, I believe.
His first Masters in 14
It wasn't his first, his last
and his
major.
fifth
His last major.
overall.
I know. He's only 3 back from Jack.
Yeah,
And
he's only
Jack
3
had
back. The
like
crazy
3
part
of
was
them
he
at
was
48.
supposed to break that record like 16
You
years
can't
ago.
supposed to.
Hey,
Jack
man.
had 3 titles at like 48 years old, bro. So.
But I mean, a redemption story like
got
nothing
time.
else. As you can see now, we've gotten back-to-back weeks with amazing stories, with the University of Virginia winning last week, and now Tiger
I don't
Woods
know about that amazing.
coming
story
back.
on that one.
What you mean? What's not amazing?
I
You
don't-
said you.
I don't cut for Charlottesville
You was
after
the
the tiki
worst.
torches and all that stuff.
That
yeah.
has
worst
nothing
loss in
to
NBA
do with the basketball
I mean,
team.
Well, I don't know. A lot of them students might have been out there.
That
But a
might
lot of
be
the team
true.
people ain't from there.
I'm
so
going to
that's
say,
the
but
river for
I
not
don't
the
believe
fans.
any of the basketball players were out there.
We all know that.
Yes, we do, because they would have been. They would trust me. It would have come out by now.
6'7" in that crowd would have stood out a little bit.
Everybody sees the 6'9" dude walking around with a tiki torch.
Guy ain't 6'9" though.
I mean, you just
Yeah, you're right. Kaya's not 6'9".
Romy Rome made 6'9". See,
Man, please. Everybody would have seen the blonde-haired African walking around.
Yeah, did kind of whatever. He wouldn't have made it. He would not have made
he
it.
stayed in the dorm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he would have been.
So we got Tiger. We also got NBA playoffs.
Man,
We've had some
hey.
upsets.
Woo.
We've
Yeah,
had
that
some
first-
good games.
The first round's gonna have a lot of people sweating. them top East players.
Yeah.
On top of that hot
the East.
noise. Embiid checking on his sick daughter.
Oh, yeah. What is that about? We'll get to that in just a minute. We also, baseball is up and kicking.
Man.
The home team has seemed to righten the ship. They have not
Stros.
lost since returning home.
Shook off that hangover, that playoff hangover.
I don't think it was a playoff hangover. I think it was more of a just being on the road.
Yeah, starting
Starting off the season on the road.
First week on the road.
Yeah, but they have seemed to righten the ship. So,
And beat people to IR too.
okay, fellas, Tiger Woods, man.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Hold on. Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yes, what is that? What are we
Tiger
listening?
Woo.
I wish we could play it better.
Tiger
Shaft.
Woo.
You never seen Shaft?
Yes.
Tiger Woo.
When Peoples met Batman in the jailhouse,
Okay.
Tiger Woo.
and he said, "Tiger Woods, I like him." You don't remember that part?
Nah, I don't.
When he says, "You
know
play
that part.
golf?"
And if you'd have given me a heads up, I'd have cued it for you, so everybody
I
could
just
have
thought
heard it.
about
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay.
We should have played that.
As you can see, we're live, y'all. You know,
Live
and
radio.
and
All
my
hit and miss.
and my wonderful brothers, sometimes they just don't let me know what's
all
going
the way
on.
live, man.
But
That's
it
the best
is
part
what
of
it is. That's
Yeah.
why we
You
are.
didn't hear Gamal just said the line. Okay.
That's why we are the Garage
Why don't you
Barber.
remember movie lines?
Why don't I remember who?
The movie lines, man. That was like best
Is
line
that
in
the
the movie.
that's the
That's the-
remake
that's
of
the,
Shaft?
Yeah, the Samuel Jackson.
the
Yeah,
Samuel
because
Why would Shaft in
I
1972
was gonna say,
be talking about
that's
Tiger
why-
Woods?
Fred,
I'm
Fred
trying
Williamson talking about Tiger Woods.
I'm just saying.
Fred.
Prophetic.
I thought that was
It was
and Fred Williamson is not in
wasn't Fred
the
Williamson.
first Shaft. Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree. is
They,
Shaft.
they all look like
No,
No,
they
they
don't.
don't.
No,
mustache and
If you were
cigar.
somebody else, you'd be
Mustache
saying
and
that.
cigar.
Right. If Fuzzy Zettler had said that, we have a problem.
Now, my favorite line
Shout
in the
out to
original
Fuzzy.
Shaft. My favorite line in the original Shaft was when Shaft's talking to the racist lieutenant, and the racist lieutenant puts a black pen up the Shaft and say, "You ain't so black." And then Shaft puts a white sheet of paper up to the lieutenant and said, "And you ain't so white, baby." My dad said when they played that in the movie theater,
Everybody was crunk.
cats was crunk.
Like bad boys.
He still talk about that.
Oh, man. Listen, Jack.
Yeah, tell him,
Be
Shaft.
cool,
Be
Jack.
cool, Jack.
Tell him, Shaft. That's what I'd have said
Yeah.
to that cracker.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah,
what they
whoa,
say. That's how they
yeah.
talk back then.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did talk like that.
Speaking of Woods, so Tiger Woods won the Masters. Shout out to him.
Hey, shout out for real. That
Our favorite cabinet.
on the real, I really did feel some real type emotion seeing that boy win.
Oh, man, it
I
was
enjoyed
nostalgic.
it as well. And the way he did it, like he came from behind. This was technically his first time ever winning a match or major. Not quite sure if it's just match in general or
Trailing into
major.
the second
Probably
round.
just
With
a
about
match.
trailing
into
after
the
the
final
yes,
round,
sir.
right.
So
It's probably just a match.
that is a the man is basically not getting better. I might not also say he's back because to be back would be truly amazing, but he seems to be back to be dominant.
But you're right.
Not
and
dominant, just better than the other people out there.
he also showed his experience because his push was when everybody else
Came back to the field.
and they got tight because they got to what I think it was the 12 hole, the tricky 12 hole, where 4 out of the 5 leaders got wet. And
Yeah.
Tiger was the one who didn't get wet
did.
because Tiger chose to play it safe.
Laid up a
And
few
laid
times.
up on
You
that
never
thing.
would have seen Tiger lay up.
if he
Laid
did
up
that
a few times.
yeah, if he did that a few tournaments, he'd have probably broken this record.
Yeah, he was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and lay up and let you cats go for the gusto. And I'm just going to win, baby.
And it worked. It worked. They came back.
So when they faltered, Tiger took his lead, and then not only did he catch the leaders He then surpassed him with a two-shot lead until I don't know when his league when he went down to one stroke because I was trying to conduct some other business. But
Well, I know he gave up a stroke.
What, like 17th hole or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
17th
that.
hole. He double putted.
so he finished with a 13 under. He shot a 67 for the day? Did he shoot a 67 for the day?
I would have to
Something
check.
like that.
I'd have to check.
I think he was 4 under for the day, a 67, and finished with 13 under.
It's the good and the bad with Tiger, man. If you've ever played golf, then it hurts you watching Tiger because Tiger hits off the tee like I hit off the tee, except 150 yards long or something like that, 200 yards
I
long.
would say maybe
But it's
250
it's
yards
very
longer?
rarely straight. Is my point. But after that, the way he saves it is truly amazing because the man will hit it on the fairway. On the cart path. And somehow get it either on the fairway or on the green if he's close
Well, that's
enough
what
to
you
do
have
that.
to be able to do in golf.
That's what makes you.
I hit it on the
elite.
cart path and can't never get it back to the green.
And you know, I was watching
the green
something.
you on.
I was watching
that's how my game-
He hit a 70. He scored a 70.
He shot a 70. Okay.
Steady and smooth.
I was watching a documentary on him. Yesterday, and it was saying how he learned. Yeah, it was saying how he learned how to play golf, from the hole back. Like his daddy didn't teach him how to tee off first.
Nah, you got
He taught him
game.
how to putt first.
Yeah, short game.
Then he taught him how the short game. Then he taught him how to tee off.
You don't score
because
hitting the ball.
his dad learned how to play at 46.
Yeah. You don't
Let's see.
score.
Like
you
he
don't,
literally picked up the game at 46,
Yeah, but
so
that
he
makes
didn't play
sense,
with
though.
power. He was learning how
Right.
You don't
to
score.
save his back.
to save his.
But see, but
You
that
don't
makes
score
sense.
by hitting the ball as long as you can.
No, but that makes sense because the first time you go out there and play golf, first thing you want to do is
It's just
smash
crush
it.
the ball. And
You want to
don't
get that
really-
big
right.
Bertha and smash that joke.
And you realize that that's not how this game is played.
No, it really isn't. Like all you got to do is watch a woman who's pretty good at golf. I have a friend who his mom is good at golf, and they're not trying to kill it. Just she hits it straight.
Yeah.
and
Right.
just keeps hitting it straight.
And
And
end
then
up way
before you
better
know
than-
it, she's hit par.
And when I was learning how to play, it was a good friend of mine, Francisco, a piece to my boy Evan. He was telling me, man, you supposed to let the club do the work.
Yeah.
You just swing, the club does the work.
That boy Evan.
And so that was a great lesson. He also told me that I'm supposed to be pulling down on the
Yeah.
ball rather than.
Yeah, you've
I was
always
swinging
had
like a baseball bat.
I was gonna say you've always had a baseball-like golf
Yeah.
swing
And
that
for me-
never quite.
And for me, letting the club do the work is a problem because my clubs come from academy.
Hey,
Hand
brother,
me
and that
down,
was
brother.
119.
Where yours
I
come
have
from?
never.
And all right, where yours come from?
I ain't got no shame saying it. I got 6 of them from the side of the road in somebody's trash can.
Jesus.
And the other 6 were hand-me-downs from my grandfather who never played after
Shout
my
out, Pop
cousins
Pop.
beat him up.
Yeah.
Beat all the clubs up and then didn't want them no more. They went and bought them some, so I went and I used those.
You got woods made of wood?
I literally have woods
I used to have
made of wood.
those. Yeah, I
Here's
did.
an
I had
interesting
those.
tidbit.
Yes, sir.
With that win, Tiger earned $2.1 million. Second place, $859,000.
Of course. Of course.
Masters
That's
is ruthless,
second.
bro.
Well, there's a tie for second, so 3 people got that.
That's why they had to
Yeah.
split it.
Ah,
So
okay.
maybe
Man, if
about,
you ain't
we got
first, you
about a meal.
last, man. Who
Yeah.
cares about who came in second?
Shake and bake.
Fifth place got 404.
Oh yeah. So then you'd have got a
That
meal
ain't
if you would
bad.
have started the second. I mean,
That
if you'd have
ain't
been
bad,
alone, probably you'd have got a meal.
The frustrating part is if you're in 5th place, what was 5th place? Only what? 1 stroke back?
2 strokes.
See that's the part you mad at. Like, man, I done got a difference of over $600,000 and I'm only 2 strokes back.
Scuffle, Shuffle,
Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson,
and
Kopika.
what's his name? Bruce.
Yeah,
That's Tiger homeboy too.
Hey.
That's the one that beat him last year.
yeah, that's the one Tiger waited for and dabbed him up and all that.
Some of my black people.
I forgot how to say
Y'all
it.
want to get beat
Boy,
up
boy
in
look like Anthony Pruitt, don't it?
Oh, right.
So y'all want to get beat up and
Shout out
twist
Anthony.
ankles and stuff like that,
I'm a cat.
where you could just walk greens and hit the
Yeah,
ball.
but
and-
speaking of that, okay, so you say that has me thinking. Well, I've been thinking about it. Tiger Woods has been around, what, 20 years? Well, I mean, obviously he's been alone, but his been
9-5.
He went pro in 95.
9-5.
95.
And
So-
we knew him when he was playing amateurs.
So for
I know
30
him at
years, he's
Stanford.
basically
Yeah.
been the epitome of golf. And I would think that in that amount of time, there would be another African-American golfer that would be able to consistently scratch the, I don't know, the top
ranks.
100. Yeah, just the ranks
No,
in
just
general
somebody that
enough.
consistently makes the cut.
Yeah,
Just a
that would
black
make
dude
the
on
cut
tour.
enough so that I would be able to see him on Saturday because I probably won't be watching him on the Thursday or
Yeah,
Friday.
Like how Jim Dent
Anyway.
did for 40
I mean,
years.
that's like tennis too. You would think we'd have a better.
You
tennis
got
show
Sloan
than this.
in tennis. You got a few other ones that are.
Yeah, but how long did the Williams dominate before we got Sloan?
Yeah,
That
but,
is
I mean,
true.
at least it was two of them. And then, you had Dr. J, illegitimate daughter. She was there for a little while.
And what
And you had Blake.
What
Remember
got
Blake,
me
the
what
black
got me
guy?
thinking about it was I saw 3 people from Fiji, one of which was in the final contention until the end of the match.
Finau.
And yes, and it made me start thinking I could only assume that was a VJ Singh thing. For those that are under 30 might not remember VJ Singh, probably won't. But those over 30, VJ Singh was a very, very, very good golfer when I was growing up.
He was a world number one.
Was cold until Tiger came around and a few others. And so, but it seems to have translated in Fiji to where they have a few others that are good enough to maintain the cut, basically.
I
And
mean,
I'm
but
wondering
there's-
why I don't see that here.
Yeah, I mean, but there's people in Fiji who are privileged also, so,
There are many people here privileged.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of African Americans are privileged here.
Yeah, but even privileged African Americans, I mean, I'm
Tiger
saying like
Woods'
an
niece
upper
plays.
class.
Does she count?
No, she doesn't count.
Women's, I'm not talking about women's. There's a few women. There's a couple, and not
We're
even
talking
many.
about a black male golfer
talking about the
playing on
one.
the PGA Tour.
We were talking
No,
about
I'm
ladies here,
saying,
bro.
I
That's
mean,
what
you
we were
know.
talking about.
Hey, all right, light skinned brother.
I mean, she's extra
man.
diluted for one.
Do you know who won the ladies' Masters this year?
Something Kim probably.
Do you know who won the
Yeah, I
ladies'
know.
Masters last year?
Some Yi Kim.
Yeah.
They didn't even have one.
They didn't have a
Oh,
Didn't
ladies'
even
yeah.
have one.
They didn't have a master.
Do they
They
ever
have a
have
ladies'
one?
match. This year was the first one. They
Really?
had, I forgot who won it, but some lady won. the
Oh
first one.
yeah, because they wouldn't even let Condoleezza Rice join.
ladies
Augusta.
couldn't even join the.
They don't
still,
let
they
women
still
join
don't let
Augusta.
women join.
Yeah,
Augusta.
that was a trick question.
And many blacks.
And that's why it's so historic. He
Well,
did this
yeah,
in
but there's
Augusta,
blacks.
man.
I didn't say all.
He'd be doing.
But there was a no women policy.
Yeah, it was until she started.
Yeah, till she butted in.
Remember Annika? What was
Condoleezza
her
Rice.
name? Annika
Sorenstam?
Stormsteen? Yeah.
Hey, we
she
got
was,
a
she was pretty good.
we got a pretty special call
We
from
got a
somebody
special guest.
live from Richmond.
Is it Tiger Woods?
Nah.
It is not Tiger Woods. He wishes he was Tiger Woods.
Oh, is that Trey?
What up, Ernest?
Well,
Does he have an iPhone?
No.
I don't think he has a watch. That's what it would appear to be because he has called me asking to see my son.
Is he in town?
No, which is probably why he doesn't know it's 6 o'clock. And he should be listening to his favorite partner's favorite podcast.
That's right.
I know. Matter of fact, he a member. Come on, dude.
I was say he's 1/12 of the garage apartment.
He's one of the original members.
Are you? Okay, well.
He
Bye-bye.
doesn't have. So he doesn't have an iPhone. He doesn't have an iPhone.
No.
Nah, man.
I was
he's
gonna
got
say
it,
we can go and put him on the show.
Yeah, we could put him on the
But,
face.
you
down.
know.
Prior notice.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to Trey. Dr.
Sorry about
Trey.
that, Facebook.
Uh,
Back on it.
And Vincent say caller, man. I
Oh,
ran
yeah,
into him
Vincent
the
say
other day.
caller, Trey.
since you called.
Since you called, he say holler at him. I talked to him the other
We
day.
passing messages.
Yeah. So. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Is he still talking?
I am, okay.
Did he
I'm
not
going to
hear?
call you back. We're on the show. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the face. Oh, you didn't see the face.
So those of you who don't know what you are listening to, because I do see for some whatever reason it doesn't let you know that you are listening to the Garage Apartment. We are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website, thegarageapt.com. Again, that is thegarageapt.com. So, finishing up this Tiger Woods thing real quickly. So now, when considering everything he had to overcome between his scandalous period, the scandal that he had to overcome with the women and the wife and the car accident and the DUI.
The driver through the back window.
Don't he have like 3 children?
I don't know.
He had 2 of them at the thing.
I
At
know,
the
only
Masters.
2 showed
No,
up.
he has 2 children, doesn't he?
I thought
He has
3.
the girl and the boy.
Yeah, he ain't got. Nah, he only got kids by his wife. He ain't got no baby mamas.
Okay.
Tiger's wholesome.
Tiger
just
what
got
happened
caught
to
up.
peekaboo?
Yeah.
What happened to peekaboo?
Peekaboo long gone. Peekaboo long gone.
You don't know what happened to Peekaboo?
That was rebound.
Wasn't he with peekaboo?
No, he wasn't
He was
with
with
Peekaboo's
Lindsey
like
Vonn.
60.
He was with
That's
Lindsey
Yes,
Vonn.
he was with-
Oh, Lindsey Vonn.
Peekaboo Street was the skier back when we were in like 5th grade. What are you talking about?
Lindsey Vonn.
Peekaboo Street, I hope not.
I knew it was one of them.
Earl will be going with Peekaboo.
Kelly Winslow was with Peekaboo Street.
Oh, stop it. That is serious right there. That is not a good joke.
I see
DRC.
what you did.
Hey,
That was
you
a
don't know,
brilliant
you
joke.
don't know, man.
That was a,
You
and
don't
what
know,
happened to
you
that
don't know.
story, by the way?
Hey.
That should be the story of the decade.
Let's finish Tiger first.
Yes,
No,
So
I
now-
want to talk about. I'm
We'll
just kidding.
get back to that, sir. We'll get back to that. So, considering his scandalous period, his DUIs, all of those things he had to overcome, his injuries, his 4 back surgeries, do we want to? No, he still was playing golf, so I can't say it was a sabbatical.
His knees.
Yeah, well, his
He took
knee,
time off,
shoulder.
though, but
And on that DUI,
under the influence,
I
it's
think
important.
that probably
It wasn't drunk.
Well, no, I think that was a situation where he got off the plane, right? And it must
was
have
out of it.
Out like
it
a
must have
light.
been some extra traffic.
Like a
Because
light.
I know, because when
Who hasn't fallen asleep at the light?
people who
I mean,
pop
honestly.
pills know there's a time release, so he was probably like, I'm gonna pop it right here when I get to Richmond.
Out
And then
like a light.
by the time I hit that door
It's like
and get in
13
the
hours
house,
on the
it'll
flight.
be then kicked in.
Fall right on the floor.
But it was some construction, and it threw him off like 3 minutes. Because he was 5 minutes from his house. And that pill kicked in early.
Out like a light. At
Well,
the
I
light.
know he
And
had.
Tiger was bobbing and
He
weaving
had
on
one
the
of the
road.
greatest explanations I'd ever heard. It was just a misjudgment of his back pain
Yeah,
medication.
too much pain meds, bro.
The time release.
He took
Anyway,
it too early.
so now the question is, considering everything he had to overcome with his long drought between his last major championships, is this one of the greatest comebacks of all time?
Yeah.
Well, if he sustains it.
I mean, hey, this on the real, it's starting to feel a lot like 9-7. And if he gets on that roll,
Because he has been lately, the past couple of years, you can tell he was slowly coming back to himself.
Yeah, and he's
now
still
he's not
relatively
hitting
But
the
it was a
ball as
selfish-
far as he used to.
no, and he doesn't need to.
But he's 43 years old now.
It's a
Yeah,
self-inflicted
see,
wound, though.
Okay, so he's got 4 more majors before he breaks Jack's record.
Right.
Okay, at 43,
Such certainty.
is it possible?
I think it is.
yeah. I mean, he won
Do you
this
see
one.
the shape he's in?
Yeah.
If he remains healthy,
I think this
Tiger
was,
Slam this year.
I
Get it
think-
over with.
I think this was the toughest out of all the.
well, you do the first one usually is.
No,
right?
I'm just saying course wise and the
They were all
the
10
magni-
under, man.
the magnitude and the players in it. I think this was the toughest.
because he does
of
have
them all.
Pebble Beach later on this year, and
Yeah,
we know
there's-
that's one of his favorite
Yeah,
courses.
but see, historically, golfers don't really win majors after 40.
Except for
Man,
Jack
but
Nicklaus.
we talking about
Even
Tiger
Jack
Woods.
Nicholas.
Look, Jack Nicklaus won.
They
a lot
wasn't
of
hitting the
them
ball
after 40.
400 feet till Tiger came either.
Nah.
And then they started changing the courses.
Right, and then they start pushing the courses back because he was hitting 400 consistently.
And yet still no black golfers.
Hey, we have Tiger, brother.
We got to work.
Do we?
Black people got to work. We can't
Yeah.
just.
According to Dave
Take off.
Chappelle, we don't.
But okay. But
The
I
archie
don't
with
know.
the jokes today.
yeah. Nah, I don't know.
Sound
I mean, because you would think that, I understand what you're saying. Tiger coming out in 95, right? So, and I mean, that's,
Man.
And they made articles on the influx of black
Yeah.
people starting to play golf.
and when I go play
Kids
golf, I
getting
see
in
a lot
there.
of black
I
people
was
there.
gonna say the course is loaded with them.
Yeah.
they're all retired though.
But I don't think, no, they're not. This cat's our age and a little bit
lot of
older.
I saw a
Young
clip of
kids.
Terrence J and his homeboys dancing on the golf course.
It's a lot
playing
of
golf.
parties.
That's the problem.
They was out there with that hood golf though.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrence J, how long does he work? Honestly, come on now.
Because I was playing golf like not too long ago, and they had a children's tournament going on, like juniors.
Right.
They were probably like 11 and 12, boys and girls. There was not a single black kid there playing in it.
I'm sure not, man.
Not
But
on
go
one.
to the driving range and
Hey,
all
and-
over the place.
And you'll see their daddies out there hitting balls at Top Golf.
I
So
mean, they do
nobody's
have-
putting their kids in golf.
They do have initiatives to make to help with that.
You need an Earl. You need somebody to go play golf with 2-3 times a
From
week.
young.
From a young age
age.
in order to make that happen.
Making it extremely, at the risk of sounding extremely ignorant, I think it also requires a certain level of commitment that, I don't want to stereotype.
Yeah, say it, man.
A certain commitment that many of us do not want to make or tend to make to anything.
You mean the financial commitment?
Financial, as far as it being a thinking game.
Because
one
we
that-
making
one that requires you to be patient, and one that requires you to be disciplined and correct yourself in.
But
and
when you're
one that,
playing, you're playing the game. I can see how it is hard for people to just take 8 hours out the day to go play like that. I can understand that. But even
and then you got to remember, it lacks excitement.
They'll
for
spend
those
12
two.
hours
it
a
is,
day at the
it's
AAU
fun
tournament.
playing.
Right,
it's fun playing the
Okay,
game.
but
Nah,
you
but-
have to know. You have to understand the game.
So,
You have to go and actually participate.
So-
a lot of people who
That's
if we're
what you-
talking
that's
about,
how
we're
you do
talking
with
about
basketball,
common.
baseball,
We're talking about
swimming.
common people then becoming interested in it. There has to be some point of something exciting about it to make them want to go participate.
But there's people interested in it. You see them out there.
They don't continue.
Our people will spend 12 hours a day, a whole weekend at the AAU tournament. That's really no different
okay,
than
so
going out to play golf.
It's
And
really
going- you play 8 hours, okay?
but it's
They'll
also
spend
the,
all day at the AAU tournament, spend all day at the football field, the youth football.
but it's also the exposure, honestly, and the knowing of the outside, because I spent a few days with Sterling's golf team, and not even half, all of them were brand new to the sport.
Yeah, but nobody makes it off of high school golf.
I mean, it doesn't matter. High school, they were just introduced to the sport.
Well,
then.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And once they got introduced to the sport, they really grabbed onto it.
But I know
Yeah, but
for
it's
a
too
fact
late by
there's,
the
a
time
initi-
it's too
there's
late
an
by then.
initiative in their neighborhood at Law Park with the First Tee program. That is literally in their neighborhood. I don't
But
know.
then-
I think it is a more complex. It's more complex than we probably are giving it credit to being.
No, you have to get less. Like first
No,
tee,
it shouldn't though.
first tee might get you.
I mean, it is expensive too.
First
though.
It
tee
is.
will get
First
you
tee
those
might-
2-3 years.
No.
Let's say you can do it for that long. Then you still have to continue to play.
No,
you have to.
no. First tee will get you a scholarship to Alabama State. Okay, like if you start playing first tee, that's about you can hope to maybe play SWAC golf, but to get you to turn pro or something like that, that takes the commitment of lessons and being in these juniors tournaments.
Right.
And because I mean, really, don't
Which
they play
means
like
that
9
is-
holes in a high school tournament?
Which means that is
No,
I don't know. I'd
they
have to
play
call my wife.
18.
My wife
Okay,
played in
but
high
one
school.
day. How many days of high school
Just
tournament?
one day.
Okay, no, you have to play. You have to play golf.
You went to school with a black golfer. You was homeboys with him. Where's Earl at? Why'd Earl stop playing? And Earl was pretty good.
Earl was dang good. Earl played at TSU.
Why'd he stop playing? That's what I'm saying.
Life.
I think it is.
Let's
But
call
see,
it life.
is that not always our common story? Because people would
Yeah.
say the same thing about diving, and I tell them firsthand.
well.
My brother was by far one of the greatest athletes I have ever seen, and I'm not saying that because that's my brother.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Well, what happened to him?" And I have to say, life.
Earl did have to go make money. Earl
Earl
had a
life.
child. I mean, the situations. that
Gravity.
happened to us.
Said that's my
Injuries.
point. So
Earl had a
rarely do
child
we
and had to pay for that child.
rarely do African Americans have.
But by saying rarely, that means that there are cases. Number one, number two, there are more cases to where there are affluent black people, or there are at least middle class black people. You don't have to go every day. You just need to go once a week.
No, I don't think.
Go
I
to the
don't.
driving range, pitch putt.
If you can afford select league
I
baseball,
don't
you can
think-
afford golf.
I don't think the
Yeah,
finances is the sole reason why they're not doing it. Like I
It's
said,
not.
it's finances in addition to again, a commitment level. In addition to, it's not as quite as prestigious in
So
our
then,
community.
So then it sounds like it's an education thing then.
Absolutely.
They need to just simply be educated on the benefits of the game.
Oh, that's always that.
Absolutely.
That's always that.
The game has been around for 400 years.
Everything
people-
has been around for 400 years.
Black people invented the driving tee.
No sports have been invented
real.
within the
The
last
more
decade.
you know.
I mean, black people did
This
invent.
is your Black History
I
Month.
mean, black people did invent the driving tee, though.
Oh,
This
I mean,
is true.
okay, I mean, that's cool. That's because we was we
was
probably
the caddies.
Yeah, we invented that cart to drag to drag the
drag
the clubs
yeah,
too because
we
they was on our
always
back.
we always make our work
Something
smarter.
got to be better than this.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, hey, we got to be better than this one, man. This has to be something better, and we always do it.
They make us put it on our toe and hit it off.
Trust me, it's more complex than I think we're giving credit to.
It is
Because it's also similar to baseball, right? Remember when the black baseball players' numbers went into a drastic decline?
They're still going down. They're still
And then
down.
until Major
They
League
look up to
Baseball
me, though.
started their initiative
Yeah.
with the Jackie Robinson Foundation, the numbers began to go back up. Part of that was also, yes, financial, but what made that one a little bit more complex was because also it involved you were dealing with single parent homes. A lot of them didn't have father figures in there. No one to play catch with these young men.
Yeah, but baseball's crazy expensive
or-
now.
And baseball is
You remember when we
expensive.
could go get like an Easton bat for maybe $119?
But remember, it was nothing to go
It's an
play
arms
Sandlot
race
either.
now.
It
Yeah,
was nothing to go play Sandlot
No,
either.
but like even baseball bats, like it's aluminum bats. It's an arms race.
And I'm watching.
I have a nephew who plays baseball.
Right, I'm watching.
It's an
I'm
arms
watching.
race.
I'm watching
$500 bats.
documentaries where the Latin kids out there, they making gloves out of beer six packs,
cartons?
6 packs cartons.
Yeah, I know, but the major league teams have camps over there.
Right, and they used to play.
The
They used to
Astros
play
have one in
stickball
Caracas.
in the hood.
Yeah,
like,
but what did we
Yeah,
do?
but the Astros have a camp in Caracas to go do that. They
Hey.
don't have one. Oh, anyway, we get.
What did we do?
But they don't have
We
an
played
initiative
steel,
Yeah, we played steel. We played
we-
home run derby.
and we went
played.
and we
I
went
know.
across the street
we
and
played
baseball.
That's what I'm saying.
But
or
that ain't gonna
we
get you in
at
the league
Grammy's
these
house.
days.
But our father also played baseball with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that ain't gonna get you
Or
in the league.
we'd go in the
these days.
backyard at Zephyr and get the whole neighborhood.
Everybody was
play.
playing, and you
Knock
swore we was in the dome.
Exactly,
Yeah, you
knocking the
did.
ball over Miss
But that
Gibbs.
ain't gonna get
So
you
it
in
all-
the
Miss
majors.
Gibbs throwing it back at us, yelling, "Stop
Exactly,
hitting that ball over my face!"
Boys going down memory lane.
Yeah,
You know,
that ain't
so-
gonna get you in the
So
league.
it all
though.
comes back to the lack of the black father then?
No.
Is that what I'm
No.
saying?
No, we're not gonna
What-
say the
what-
lack
what
of the
we
black
saying?
father. I'm just saying that I think it is a very complex.
The black kid doesn't think it's cool.
Nah.
Well, that too.
That's the major thing.
They much rather take penitentiary chances.
No, they much rather hoop.
Well, that too, because that's all we
Okay.
know.
That's the
They
cheapest
much
thing.
rather hoop. They much rather run out
That's
route.
much more exciting.
and
Okay.
it's the cheapest thing.
We
can put
crossed you over.
could-
Actually, it's not. AAU
So
is
then-
No,
expensive.
but you don't have to go AAU. You
So-
really don't.
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
Yeah,
be
you do.
just to
considered.
hoop. I mean,
Yeah,
but
you
just
do.
to hoop, to stay out of trouble. No, you don't.
Yeah, but I'm
You
saying
just
to
get a
make
milk
it.
carton, post it on a pole,
Yeah, but
and
that
get a
ain't gonna
ball.
get you in the league.
I mean, but
It
ain't
ain't a
much
milk
getting
carton,
you
no,
in the
soccer
league.
cart now, man.
Go
It's
ask
a soccer
AO.
cart.
I
Go
mean-
ask Alamo.
Ain't
Go
much
ask
getting you in the
50-50.
league now. Ain't that only 1% gets you in the league?
Right.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking. But what we were talking about was a golfer who can make the cut on the PGA Tour. A
Consistently.
black male. We don't
I mean-
have that. There's no like Tiger Woods in this dude.
Right.
I don't think there's also.
And that young guy hasn't come up, and that young guy might be the one to do it because he ain't gonna be Tiger Woods. He
Because
might
they in
actually be
tennis.
cool.
I
They're
don't-
coming in tennis.
Yeah, but I don't think there's also any of us teaching the game either.
That's because we don't know it.
No, there's plenty golf.
No, we know it.
Go
No,
to
a
these
lot
golf
of
courses.
pros are
Yeah,
A
but
lot of these
black
golf
men.
pros, and field marshals are black men. A
Right.
lot of them.
Right.
Earl, that's
Retired
how Earl.
veteran.
That's how Earl learned. Earl's
Right,
dad
I'm
was
with you.
a field marshal.
I'm in agreement
at
with
a
you
golf
because,
club.
like you said, we've gone to the golf courses and we go play.
And we see them there.
We see them there.
Like I say,
But
Earl's daddy
why?
work at the country club.
We talking about a large majority. They not seeing them. Why aren't they seeing them?
Why aren't kids getting jobs there? That's also another thing. They could be. Remember back in the day, that was
Kids
the
don't wanna
thing.
work. They want to sell
Kids
drugs.
Kids go to the country clubs and be somebody's caddy. They don't do that.
Man,
That's
kid.
why I miss Evan so bad. He would do
Outreach.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Education and outreach, and that's sad. They got the same problem Rugby got, and Rugby just got it.
So now I'm
Speaking
glad
of
you said that
which-
because I was just going to say because we're talking about outreach.
But it's also, I don't think golf wants it either. Because golf is one of those exclusive groups that country music that really that doesn't care.
Well,
They've done
I can play-
golf is just backhanded deals between the elite people.
Exactly.
but
Well,
I can
even
pose.
more
I can
reason
pose.
we need
I
to
can
get in
pose.
there.
But
All the
what
deals happen there.
what sport wanted that at all?
None of them.
We were minorities. Blacks were minorities in all sports.
None of them.
Professional
Well,
sport.
well,
In
well,
professional sports.
Yeah, I mean, but we played, and they knew that in order to make the
The
other
product
leagues did
better.
want it eventually.
But they had to get it.
No, the other leagues didn't
Not-
want it.
not
They
in-
realized
oh, yeah,
they
they did.
had to do it.
Well, yeah, they
They
wanted it.
realized they had to do it.
No,
As of
they-
right now, golf does not have to do
Yeah,
it.
but golf
But
only
golf
has
is an
the PGA.
individualized game. Golf.
There's
you
no
don't need
NFL,
that.
and I mean the Pro Golfers Association is just the Pro Golfers Association. I mean, there's really no.
Competition league. You're
Yeah,
right.
there's nothing. I
Like
mean,
the only thing stopping me from taking my son out there and just playing golf every day is life.
There
That's
goes
the
your
only
answer.
thing.
There goes your answer.
I understand. I understand. And that is the problem, like we stated before, with many things. I'm saying that not everybody.
Hey,
has
when
that
your
thing.
son becomes old enough to hoop, he will be at the gym.
how
Thank
about
you.
this? How
He
about
will
this?
be.
Right now, if you
And you could do
if
that
you
with
put a
golf.
club, if you put a club in his hand right now and you put a basketball in his hand, right?
How about-
And you take him to the golf course every day, he's still gonna end up wanting to play basketball more
Matter of
because
fact-
that's what he sees.
No,
Hey,
Daddy's gonna
here-
want to
this
go
is-
play
This
basketball.
is what.
And that's the problem.
Hey, this
That's
is how
the
this is
thing.
how we go.
That's
we
what
gotta
he's not talking about.
But we, us four, can do this every weekend.
No, but this,
We
this is
could.
this is how we could actually solve some of this. We actually took somebody out there at a very young age.
We did.
Our cameraman.
We did.
Let's ask him. So, how do you like the game of golf?
See, he thinks it's boring. We bought them clubs, everything.
I bought them left and
Left-
right.
Left hand,
clubs.
right-handed
Yeah, I remember
clubs. Took them on the course. They were watching the Masters with me today and got angry because he was bored. I was like, "Boy, you better sit down and watch this and be
Do you
quiet."
remember when you came
This
to
is
play golf
amazing.
with us? What did you think?
When are we leaving?
And I almost put them in first tee. I really did. I'm kind of
Matter of fact,
upset I didn't,
But
but I'm
there,
glad
but
I
there are
did.
was
kids
in
that don't.
first
There are
tee.
kids that don't like violin, and they're forced to play violin until
Yeah.
a certain age, and then
Yeah.
they grow to love it or they leave it alone. There are kids that play tennis. My brother played tennis. He liked tennis.
Yeah.
He liked tennis. Then he stopped playing tennis.
If you made daddies love depending upon whether or not they played golf, they play golf. That's what Earl did.
Look, I wouldn't dare. Look, I wouldn't dare do
Basically.
that.
That's what Earl did.
And that-
Hey,
that- that's
if
what
you
I'm
want
gathering
daddy's
to-
love, you better go down there and
to
play.
wrap it up,
Well,
that's
look,
what I
I'm-
see as the biggest.
I'm not that
the
shallow.
biggest hindrance. It's simply just the fact that
Joe Jackson,
it is
if you
a
want
large
daddy's love,
time
you
and
better learn that dance step.
it is a large time commitment that a lot of times, due to economic, social reasons, we don't have the time.
But
to
black
do.
people say we always got money, though. We got money. Yeah,
We
show
do
it.
have
Yeah,
money.
but
Show it.
We
though.
got no,
Socially,
we do. We got money
economic,
for
though.
piece and chain.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no,
like
you
you
can
said,
have all the
it's
money
all
if you
about
don't have the
values.
time,
It's definitely
then-
about values. It's about values. It's about exposure. It's about
Education.
It's about again a commitment, a commitment that I don't think that many black people can afford to make. So
Yeah, or even want to make.
until now, we got to keep living vicariously through Eldritch
Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Don't call him Eldrick no more.
Don't call him Eldrick.
He changed his name to Tiger legally.
The Tiger League.
Okay, you don't call Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay.
Speaking
Oh,
of,
man.
though, the commitment thing, we did go to a very exciting sports event yesterday
Yes, we did.
Shout out to the Sabercats.
that actually had a few people of color on the field.
Yes, it did.
And I think people of color could actually strive in this sport. It's rugby. We went to the Houston Sabercats stadium opening game.
A Vino? Is it a Vino or a
It's a
Vivo?
Viva.
A Viva.
If it was a
Viva
Vino,
Stadium.
that damn stadium would have been done.
And smell good.
Well, me being Southern, I call it Ava. Ava is the Ava Stadium.
But it was quite refreshing though to see a sport. I mean that it's interesting. The rules are pretty interesting, pretty primitive as a contact sport, but it still uses speed, strategy, and good brute strength to play this.
Absolutely.
I mean, unfortunately, the Sabercats got their butt kicked by the champions of the league, but
that was a good team there.
but it was good to see what they're trying to establish in the Houston area.
Right. I think what stood out to me the most was the emphasis that was put on sportsmanship
Yeah.
and character.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it was like that.
Yeah, because they be
Because
knocking
considering
heads
how
off.
violent, I'm going to say, considering how violent of a
Yeah.
sport it is, they still make sure that they maintain sportsmanship
And it's very up close and personal violence.
and respectful of one another.
Yeah.
As you know, for those
It's
of you who,
almost fighting.
You are head to head. With
Oh, my God.
Shoulder to shoulder
the mic is not plugged in.
with with your opponent, with the
It just
the
can't get right.
scrums, with the scrums and the
Rooks.
rooks.
Ah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, good. Hey, terminology right there.
The tries, the conversions. I know you
Yeah, I
weren't
mean, but
going
they're
there,
doing
but
a lot of outreach. That's one of their plans, trying to bring this game to the people. I think it's something that could happen. I don't think it'll ever be. I don't know. I think it'll be a long time before it's really that big. But
if you check us out online, we have some footage, an interview with the captain of the Sabercats. And I
Yeah.
think he did a great job in explaining
yeah, he did.
So
the
now let me
meaning of
just
the
and I agree with
values
him
and
about
the
rugby
rules
league.
and everything like that.
Let me bring our
Yeah,
audience
how
up
that
to
might be
speed for
better.
those of you who just checked in. First off, you are listening to the Garage Apartment.
Right.
Hey.
We are here each and every Sunday
Every.
night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time.
Haven't missed a day.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our website. And of course, we're probably going to give you an article, a brilliant article on our coverage of the Houston Sabercats. So check out our website, thegarageapt.com.
APT.
So now, bringing you up to speed about what we're talking about. Here in Houston, we have a professional rugby team. They are a part of the, what is the name of the league? I'm sorry.
Major
The
League
Major
Rugby.
Rugby League. Is it
Major
league?
Major League Rugby.
Major
It's like
League
Major League
Rugby. It is professional rugby. Although rugby is not necessarily big here in America, it is
Yet.
huge in the eastern countries. It's huge in Australia, New Zealand, Eastern
America.
African countries, South
England.
America.
Many places where soccer is also
Right. So
the
now,
main sport.
our team, the team here in Houston, had a soft opening of their stadium. They will also be having a grand opening later. And we were fortunate enough to get out there and cover it, man. It was an awesome crowd. They were extremely hospitable, very good look. They're still currently working on the stadium. You can tell when they complete the stadium, it is going to be a beautiful venue. Shout out to Ana Munoz. And so we'll be out there. We're going to be covering them we're going to be covering them the rest of the season. So y'all be sure to tune in. Be sure to follow us on
I'm sure tickets are cheap.
our
yeah.
social
April
media.
28th is their next game. In
Absolutely.
Houston, so y'all should come out.
And we're looking
Check
to do
us out.
something real special about
They have
that.
affordable 4-game packs starting as low as $100 for the next 4 games.
I
Season
mean, it's
tickets.
$25 a ticket.
$25 a ticket.
And absolutely, if you would love that, you can come hang out with us.
If
We
you
would
like
love-
food trucks, also a good place.
Yeah, not if you like concession stands.
Yeah.
But coming soon.
So yeah, you'll be hearing some great
And free
things
parking for
from
right
from
now,
the
too.
Houston Sabercats. They're looking to start an initiative we were talking about community outreach to help broaden the exposure of rugby to the inner city. They also want to get more kids to play.
They have a few camps going.
Absolutely. We discussed some things. So y'all might be hearing some great things from us and
Get your kids involved. Is it actually good cardio?
our relationship with the Houston Sabercats. So make sure you stay tuned to that.
And while doing that, also stay tuned to Channel 57. That's where you can find the Sabercats.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, that's where they play.
Yeah,
but come out to the game.
I was gonna say something
Yeah.
else, but then I was like, nah.
Yeah, but we're gonna be broadcasting live from there, hopefully on the 28th.
Yeah, we're going to be working on that. So, Kev,
So
holla at me.
come out that day
So,
and get some beer. That's a big
Carbide,
part of rugby,
Man,
too.
beer is a good staple,
Yeah,
and I'm not even a beer drinker. But
yeah, but beer is a big part of rugby.
yeah,
All right.
you know what I'm saying.
so
Come
NBA
see us.
playoffs, man.
Hey.
NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey,
What
all
about
that-
The Rockets are playing later on tonight.
that regular season.
We saw I don't say a huge upset, but we saw a few upsets. We saw Brooklyn go into Philadelphia and beat them pretty handily.
Portland beat OKC today.
Portland just beat Oklahoma City. I saw that coming, though.
Orlando
they pretty
won.
much led from start to end on that game. Orlando went into Toronto
Pulled it out.
and pulled a
Close
big
game.
victory, close last-second victory by T.J. Augustine.
Shout out DJ.
DJ Augustine.
Adopted H-Town.
New Orleans by way of Houston, or should I say Houston by way of New Orleans. Hightower Hurricane, former Texas Longhorn.
Kawhi, you want that big contract? You losing to Orlando? That ain't
And he
a
will
good look.
still get
I
that
don't know,
big
man,
contract.
because
Ain't no good look, bro.
DeMar probably saying, see?
No.
See? I couldn't do it either, bro.
Kawhi always knew he was leaving the best organization in NBA.
Oh,
Did
man.
San Antonio win last night?
Yes.
San Antonio did.
San Antonio was also an upset.
Hey,
Yeah, they won.
Denver might be out of there, bro. Denver
I
might
told
be
you,
out
Denver
of there.
we talked about this last night. Denver got a bad draw when they got San Antonio.
That was a bad.
They got
draw.
a bad draw when they got San Antonio.
Regular season is over.
But
Regular
it's
season
their
is
fault
definitely
because they
over.
kind of tanked towards the end of the season so that
All that
they
bull
could get
corning.
the second.
This is
seed.
where the real season starts. This is
So
where
now-
you get your money.
Milwaukee is on now, right? Milwaukee and who is Milwaukee playing?
They're the number one seed. Who are,
the Bucks are?
The Nets were 7.
Yeah, they're up.
Charlotte or something.
Nah, they beating the dog mess out the Pistons.
The
Pistons.
Pistons.
Detroit.
45-23.
Yeah.
Ah,
Second
Blake Griffin
quarter,
got to have
10:09
65
left to
points. So
play.
they
Even
not
if
even-
Blake Griffin can have 165 points, they still not gonna win that game.
Yeah, the Bucks on pace to score 180 points tonight.
Yeah, so
Celtics beat the Pacers by 10.
the Celtics
I
beat the
hope that
Pacers.
happens.
glad the MVP votes are in.
By 10. That was ugly. That was an ugly game.
You think so?
That was a
84
good
to
dub for the
74?
Celtics, though. Like
I
they
kind of
needed.
enjoyed it a little bit.
84 to 74 in a
Oh yeah,
playoff
it was.
game?
It was.
I mean,
right,
it's a
right.
down.
Hey, you know it was
defensive
funny. I
game.
They won a
heard.
championship.
I heard
84
Mark
to
Jackson.
74.
I mean, not Mark Jackson. I heard Stan Van Gundy. Is it Stan?
No.
Jeff Van Gundy say, yeah, 1990s playoffs. I said, what 1990s? Cause you talking about? Because the 1990s I used to watch, they was not scoring 74 points in the playoffs.
The
Knicks
94
were-
Rockets championship.
I was
Remember
like,
that?
man, they wasn't scoring 74
Yeah,
points.
they were.
They wasn't scoring 100.
They wouldn't score. They might not have scored 100 the whole playoff.
Man, what 90s basketball y'all was watching?
How
I was
can
watching
Hakeem
basketball
Olajuwon
tonight.
74 points?
Yeah. That
They
was
were winning
routine.
games 84 to 74? Absolutely not.
You know
they were
that.
in the 90s.
You know the Knicks to be a offensive
was a-
juggernaut?
man,
No,
it
they
was a
weren't.
lot.
But
That's
that's
why they had
also
to
why
change the
Can you
rules.
that's
score
also
that
why
many
the Knicks
points?
were losing by 20
You can't
points
score
a
that many
game.
points dumping it in like that, man.
No, that's why they had to change the rules. Because of all that.
Well, no, Charles Barkley backing
Hand
it down.
checking and
for-
everything.
Nah, that wasn't
Charles
no.
Barkley backing it down
No,
for
no, no.
23 of the 24 seconds
Also-
is what
No,
they
No,
had
no,
to
no.
change
I'm
the
Also
talking about
slows the game.
the movement.
That
They
was
taking
horrible to
hand
watch.
checking
Lord.
away. Taking hand checking away.
We did not deserve. The Rockets did not deserve to win.
They were still in
watching
the
that
90s. It might have
basketball.
been 92,
Well, they did,
88,
'cause
not
they were
no
playing.
84, 74.
Man, please.
Man, they were scoring more than 74 points in the
Nah,
90s.
I'm telling you,
dude.
they weren't.
Oh, stop it, man.
They weren't.
Anyway,
You
so
routinely had games like that.
Well, the Rockets got to come with it though. This
You
is
need to put them out early.
this is something they shouldn't go close to 6 games in.
well, I hate to disappoint you, gentlemen,
Oh, here you go.
but
I mean, you might as well jump on the hatred been there all year.
no. They're going to win the series, but they're going to make it 6 games. They're not going to get it over quickly because that's not what they do.
Well, they made the playoffs. You said they weren't going to do that. this
No,
year.
no. They had a chance to be a 2 seed, and they
did.
decided they didn't want to be a 2 seed.
They lost
They didn't want to play San
one
Antonio.
game.
One game that they were up how many points in?
One game.
No. What were they up in the fourth quarter?
They lost.
No.
They were not up 20 in the fourth quarter.
You're right. They were up 17.
They were not up 17 in the fourth quarter.
Yes, they were.
They lost
And
one.
then they went to being the Rockets,
game.
and they gave up their lead. And instead of winning
We're
a
talking
very
about different games.
no, I'm talking about the last game of the season against Oklahoma City, when all they had to do was win.
The
To
second
secure the
last
second
game of the
seed.
season, we blew the 17 points in the fourth quarter. The last game, we were up maybe 10, something like that. Either way, we lost one game, and then everything else broke
So
the
why
way
not
it
just
broke.
win that one game?
Oh, my man, why not
Not
win
to
every
mention
game?
when you had a huge lead. Not to mention you had it. That's my point.
Why not win every game?
But y'all always apologizing and making excuses for them when they lose huge leads.
I make
now
an
in the
excuse for
playoffs,
every person that
you're
loses.
playing.
Why
you're
not win
playing,
every game?
Everybody in the playoffs are good teams. You're not gonna be able to
Nah,
go
not
out there
really,
with
but
that
I don't know.
foolishness.
Detroit's
Well, maybe
I was
not
gonna
the
say,
East.
they're playing
Maybe not the
Detroit
East.
right now.
Maybe
Detroit's
not
not
in
good.
the East.
Okay, let me interject.
Denver's not good.
Hold
Denver's very
on.
good.
Hold that thought. Game
Hey,
1
San Antonio says
of the 1994
I knew he was going to find it. I
Rockets
knew he was going
versus
to find
Knicks.
it.
You know what the score was?
What was the score?
It was 85-78.
It's the Knicks,
Okay.
fool.
Game 6.
That don't count. That was
Game
OJ.
6, Indiana,
that was
New York.
OJ?
OJ. They was
83-77.
trying to pay attention to OJ. They don't count.
Game
On the
7,
big
Game
screen.
6, Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz, 80-78. I can go. That's all kind of 77s and 79s.
You can't
and
score that many
80s.
points when
Hey,
Hakeem Olajuwon has to get 40
Look at
points
it.
on
that's a
25
full
attempts.
page. There's 3 digits 4 times. Throughout the 1994 playoffs of the whole page.
Well, how much Jordan was averaging?
Jordan wasn't there. Remember? He got
No,
his
I'm
daddy
talking
killed
about the 1990s. He said
for gambling.
1990s.
That's
You
when
gonna
he
pull
was in
out 1 year
Birmingham.
in the 90s.
Jordan was averaging
Yes.
what, 30 plus.
How much were the
points?
Bulls? I'm talking about how much were the Bulls. And when I say Jordan, that's the Chicago Jordans.
They would score about 90.
That's
In the 90s, they were the Chicago
disrespectful to
Jordans.
Several
They-
different
I
people.
mean,
They score about 90.
yeah, I mean, because
98.
nobody shot threes back then. They didn't shoot threes like they do. Look at what we saw Steph Curry do last
you
night.
could
This
not
is
do
true.
it.
That
We
record
talked
of
about
his,
that. Right, we did. talk
And
about
he's
that.
only got 91
91
games.
games,
And he
and
did-
he's beaten
Everybody.
Yes, he's beaten everybody at 91 games.
I mean,
The
there's
Rockets
dudes
have
with
the last
290
three
games on there. Ain't
of
got
the,
as many
the
threes
most
as he got.
three-pointers in a single game. The Rockets have the last 3 records, I believe.
this
Last
is
four,
true.
all of them in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 93 the Bulls and the Lakers was putting points up.
No,
but
I'm
that
talking.
was, but it was
see,
just them.
see,
It was just
see?
them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers,
Oh,
New
Showtime.
Jersey Nets. Come on.
Showtime, baby.
This wasn't anyway. 91-84 Bulls over Cavaliers.
Man,
anyway,
they-
whatever. Let's but yeah, the
Detroit
Rockets-
was putting up points.
no, they weren't.
Lakers were putting
No,
up
they weren't.
points.
Detroit was out there.
Boston
smashing
was
people in
putting
the
up
face.
points.
Detroit definitely wasn't putting up points.
Nah.
What?
No, they were smashing
saying
people
Man,
in the
Isaiah
Isaiah
face.
was
couldn't
giving them
even
boys
shoot the
the
ball, bro.
business, man. Isaiah, I
once
know they was
again, how
averaging
many-
90s. I
so
know they was
Isaiah
in the
was
90s.
averaging 90 then, because Bill Laimbeer has no offensive game.
Yeah, because that's the
Dennis
Detroit.
Rodman
Yeah,
is
that's the
worse
Detroit
than Bill
Isaiahs
Laimbeer.
too. Yes, they the Detroit Isaiahs. Absolutely.
Rodman was a lot better scoring back then. I
Yeah,
don't know
Robert
what
was
happened.
almost a 20.
No, you
Rodman-
no,
no,
you're
he
not going to
definitely
go that
wasn't that.
far.
No, he
Rodman
was
was
not
like
that.
20
9
in
to 10
college.
points a game.
Yeah, no,
he was
was
never
not
20-10 in the league.
But you ain't see him hit a jumper every now and again.
And he
But he
certainly
stopped
would
trying.
run down the court and dunk the ball.
Yeah, you go back and see those highlights.
He
And
completely stopped trying.
He would get a rebound, give it to Isaiah, run up court. Isaiah would find him and say, "Thank you for the rebound," and he would get a dunk.
I
Absolutely.
saw some Pistons Celtics highlights on the NBA network, and Rodman hit like a 21-footer. I was like, "Whoa,
Who is that guy?
yeah!" He hit and he shot it with confidence. It was amazing. Anyway, but
This
yeah,
goes back
so
to that conversation we had. The 12th man on the bench is pretty nice.
well, Rodman, yeah, exactly.
In the 80s, 90s. Yeah, that's
In the
also
80s,
when the
90s
league.
now, boy.
That's when the league had only what
Boys
22
just only
teams.
Remember when everything used to be, and never want to live for the now.
Yeah.
I'm living for the now, and I'm
But
letting
in
you
10
know.
years, you're going to be like, man, that boy
I'm letting you
LeBron
know
might have had
that
something.
now the Houston Rockets
might
are
have
going
had
to
something
beat
with LeBron.
Utah in 6 games, and then
You
they're
think
going to
so?
make it extremely hard.
I think who's gonna make it hard?
Who do they have the next series?
Oh well, Golden State.
Golden
yeah.
State will be next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're
And
gonna
once we whoop that-
you're gonna play Golden State fatigued because you're gonna play two additional games that you didn't have to play.
Yeah, because Golden State probably gonna sweep these turkeys.
You know what I'm talking about?
Golden State might not, it probably won't sweep them.
They may not.
Man, did you watch the game last
Yeah,
night?
I mean,
Have you been watching Golden State? They will
Yeah.
check out on you in a
No,
heartbeat.
it's the
Not in the
playoff
playoffs
stuff.
though.
And I guarantee. I
And see,
would
that's
be
the
willing
difference
to
between
bet
Golden
5
State-
I would be okay. I would be willing to make a gentleman's bet on the fact that they'll be up 3-0 and lose the 4th game.
I'm telling you no. I'm telling you that's the difference between Golden
Well, that
State
sounds like
and
a
the
bet
Rockets.
to me, people.
That's the difference between Golden State and the Rockets.
We'll let you know who gets pie
Golden
later.
State, when the playoffs start, they turn it up. When the playoffs start for the Rockets, they stay the same.
until
And
they
as a
actually
result,
face the Rockets.
they're going to always be bridesmaids and never brides.
See, this is the revisionist history, young people, that we really need to try to avoid. I would say it's the Trump effect, but
Yeah, why we
he
give
goes
him
a little
any credit
before
on
that.
Why are we giving him any credit on
I'm
that?
just saying because he thrives in lies and
What lies am I
and
telling?
blinders on his eyes.
So
And
you saying what? Have the Rockets ever turned it up on another level?
you just said the Golden State Warriors turn it up and the Rockets don't. Or not even the Rockets. You just said the Golden State Warriors turn it up. Why is that? Because they won the championship? They turn it up?
They done won 3 of the last 4 championships.
Okay. So could it also be because they're simply just better?
The Rockets also have lost
Why
to
would
Golden
they
State
turn-
3
why
of
would
the
they
last
ever
4
be-
years.
Oh, okay, which means the Rockets probably aren't better.
Let y'all tell it
And
they
no
are
other
better.
team has been better except for the King
Let
in the
you
last
tell
5
it.
years.
Let you tell it they are better. It's just
I never
but.
said they are better. I said they're the ones that can beat them.
Oh my God, semantics. Anyway, we'll probably. Hey, what else you got? We got 2.5.
Shout out to my godson Garrison
Absolutely.
Man, happy
Yeah.
birthday,
at
man,
the
man.
birthday party today.
CC!
Happy birthday.
Man, shout out to Tamika
My
Jones.
beautiful wife,
To
happy
Mick,
birthday,
that's right,
baby.
early in the week.
My
Happy
beautiful wife
birthday.
had a birthday. We also had, it's been several birthdays in my life. Oh, shout out to my boy Diablo P. Barbecue like P.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Who else had a birthday? It's been quite a few people.
My
had
son
birthdays.
had a birthday.
Ahmad,
Yeah,
little Ahmad, little Ahmad.
Yeah.
JP.
You know what I'm talking about?
What's
Happy
up?
birthday to him.
Black Will Bond Jr.
Nah, he
Black Stephen A.
Absolutely. Hey, man, we're going to have to leave it there. And as always, you know, we don't ever have enough time. But wait, it's because we're having such an awesome time. Y'all be sure you to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are here each and every Sunday night
shout
from
us out
6
on Twitter. You know
to
what I'm saying?
7
Holla at
Central
us.
Standard
We'll
Time.
converse with you.
You are listening to the Garage Apartment. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful week.
There was a great UFC fight on last night.
Absolutely. It was quite a few things,
Israel
man.
Adesanya, Kevin Gastelum. Best UFC fight I ever seen in my life.
Really? Your
Oh,
wife?
We
boy,
will
yeah,
discuss
really it
next
was.
week.
Hey,
Hey,
we'll be
keep
talking
the
about a whole bunch
discussion
of
going
things,
on
man.
Facebook Live
We'll
if you
try to
want.
get that on the mid in this fall this week show.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Absolutely, man. So y'all be good. If you
And
can't
John
be
Jones
good,
hating.
then be good at it. Stay blessed. Love you. Y'all be cool.